Hi Aries, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days. So it's for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. We are going to get into your current energy, then we'll check into the near future and see what Spirit wants you to know, if there's any specific messages. Okay guys, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for everybody. If this one doesn't, go ahead and check out those other placements. All right, let's see what's going on for Aries for the next 10 days, please. I'd already shuffled the cards, but let's go ahead and shuffle a bit more. Feels like a little bit of stuck energy. So there might be something going on with you right now that feels a little bit like a nudge, like you're only nudging forward. Maybe you just don't feel like you're pushing forward as quickly as you'd like to. Well, the Lovers came, or I'm sorry, the Two of Cups came out. This is in your current energy. We're also going to clarify these cards, and then after we do that, we're going to clear the spread, and we'll get into whoever's on your mind and your energy. So if you'd like to find out about somebody, then stick around for that. Okay. So we've got the Two of Cups, we have the Two of Wands, and then we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, which is great. So overcoming something that feels like a burden. Maybe there was a period of time where something was just moving a little bit slower than you wanted. So in the near future, we have the Five of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Hermit card, and then what Spirit wants you to focus on is the Justice card, the Emperor, and the Moon. That's interesting energy. So your challenge for the next 10 days is the Seven of Cups in reverse, and then the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay. So that immediately there's an energy of somebody that maybe you thought was going to come back or you were going to hear from. And basically what the challenge is saying with the Seven of Cups in reverse is that they don't want you to focus on things that, in other words, don't kid yourself. And I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying if this person is one way and you think they're another way, or you perceive them another way, Spirit really wants you to take a look at this because they don't want you to be delusional in this situation. So it's really important that you look at all the details, whether this is a work situation or a relationship. I'm assuming it's more geared towards the relationship because of the Two of Cups. This is taking a step back and really looking at things so that you can determine whether you're seeing things as clearly as you may think you are, or if there's something that you're missing, is what I feel. This person doesn't seem to be wanting to push forward or move forward. This could be your energy. Maybe there's a part of you that's like, I can't do this anymore. This person's delusional and I just want to take a step back. Let's get into it and see. With the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands, it feels like there might have been discussions about what the future might look like with the two of you. In this case, I think you made a decision. I think you were holding on to the idea that this could probably work out and become something long-term. I don't know, it feels like a really heavy discussion about who wants what in the future. Should we move forward? Is this going to work out for both of us? Do we have the same needs? Are we kidding ourselves that this can work out long-term? Or can we actually put the work in and make this happen? So with the Seven of Cups in reverse, it's the opposite of obviously, having options, or if there are delusions, you're wanting to put those delusions to bed. So having this conversation is going to be not only important, but in order to get past whatever was going on, if you had any questions about where your head was, where your person's head was, in this case, it's laying down whatever burdens, whatever problems you had in the relationship before. If you don't discuss them and work through them, obviously it's going to be difficult to move forward, but you don't want to kid yourself. So in other words, if this person's shown you one side of their personality, once we get the clarifiers, we'll get to see. I want to get more into it. If they've shown you a side of themselves, don't kid yourself and believe that that isn't really who they are. That saying, believe someone when they tell you who they are, because it's the truth. And they'll come right out. Believe it or not, some of the most manipulative, narcissistic people will come right out and tell you exactly what kind of person they are. I straight up had somebody come out and say to me, it's all about the kill. And I'm like, I was in complete shock. So Not that your person's like that, but that's what I'm talking about. If somebody says things like that and it kind of jolts you in the moment, you don't want to pretend that you didn't hear what they just said. Okay, so this type of behavior could have very well created some arguments. They're showing me the cards going in this direction, so I'm going to go ahead and read them this way. I feel like there's going to be justice in this situation. So if you feel like there was something that wasn't going right, or you guys had issues and arguments, in the end, things are going to balance out. But again, you're going to have a conversation about whatever this is. And neither of you can put your head in the sand. There's no, let's not play the games and pretend that these things aren't here. So I do see justice in the situation if you're looking for that. Okay, so let's go back to the current energy. It could feel like you're constantly having to fight for this person's attention. Maybe you feel like they only bring as much as they need to the table. This could be sort of kind of that breadcrumby type of personality, and maybe that's where you've argued with them before. And the Hermit just is withdrawing, in a sense, is how I feel in this particular situation. You're withdrawing your energy because you want to go back and ask yourself the questions. Am I deluding myself? Is this person who they say they are, or have these little things that have done exactly what I said before, which is kind of jar you when they say something? I don't know. I get the energy of this person like throwing things to the wind and acting like they're nothing, but they actually kind of hit hard. And take that step back and really look at it and go, wait, is this what I'm getting from this person? I think the argument and trying to explain your feelings has been exhausting for you. So take that time out with the Hermit card and ask yourself if you really want to go back into this situation. If you're currently in it, I feel like you have a decision to make. Once we get those clarifiers, we're going to understand a lot better. So again, Justice with the Emperor card and then the Moon. I feel like this is somebody who tries to control the narrative. It's like if somebody tells you something, they want to control how that message is delivered and shift and change how you perceive things. They get kind of, this is going to sound kind of twisted, but it's almost like they get some kind of a kick out of controlling what you think and believe. This may not be for everyone, but whoever this is for, this is somebody who feels like they try to control every move. They try to control how you see things, what you believe, what's real and true. No, that's not necessarily true. I didn't say that. We know what that kind of personality is. I don't know. Again, I want to get some more cards just to be clear, but I feel like you're dealing with somebody who has a tendency to want to control what you do, how you move, maybe how you speak, and wants to be careful that some of their secrets don't get out. Let's say you're in an outing with your friends. This person will step in the way in order to stop you from being able to communicate with people so that they don't get exposed. I wonder if this makes sense for any of you. Let's see. All right, so let's clarify the Two of Cups with the Two of Wands. I think the biggest question is, do you really want to move forward with this? Can you see this person in your future long term? We've got the Seven of Pentacles. It looks like you're pulling back. I don't think you're putting as much energy as you were, but you could be open to the possibility of this working out. And then we have the Two of Wands. Right now, I don't think you see that future. The Two of Wands in the upright and then the Two of Wands in reverse just says to me that there's confused energy. So 1 minute you feel like you can move forward, the next minute maybe that person pulls back or you pull back. Maybe they stop putting energy in and expect you to do all the work. And you have to ask yourself that question. Is this worth it? Am I going crazy believing that this is the person that I think they are, or are they something completely different? I do think there's a possibility if, again, you have this discussion that the two of you might be able to get that fresh start. This is also completely off subject. The Page of Pentacles very much for me is a new start in a work environment. It could be something that's a smaller offer that you weren't expecting. I would say open up to this. I think there's going to be several offers for you. It could be 2 to 3 offers, and you may not accept the very first one, they're saying make sure that you look at all of them, because you don't want to put the same kind of work into things that aren't going to grow. So if your energy and your efforts have been exhausted in the past, not only in that relationship, but in your work environment, this is, to me, being very careful about how you choose moving forward. So it's kind of a warning that you don't want to put that kind of work. Don't wait around for something to happen. If it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. Again, that's kind of that Seven of Cups energy saying, don't kid yourself and stick around and keep putting work into something that isn't going anywhere. If you need to start over, you need to start fresh, it's a good idea to put your energy into that and do it now, instead of waiting until you're so disappointed with whatever's happening that you don't feel the energy to move forward, because it takes a lot of energy to put into, you know, getting your resume ready or whatever you have to do. But you definitely don't want something where it's just not going anywhere, is what I see. So you're getting fed up with that and wanting that new start. Because right now, again, with the Two of Wands in reverse, maybe you don't see that things are going to move forward anymore. It could just be time to move on. All right, so let's clarify the Five of Wands and the Four of Cups. So we then have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. This is that kind of juggling energy. It's like one minute you feel you can start back again in this relationship, but then the person comes back and this is all they bring, and you keep going back inside and questioning whether you actually want to be in this. And then we have the King of Pentacles. So, okay, I'm talking to my males, if there are males that click into this video. This is you wanting to find that stability. The King of Pentacles can be either energy, male or female, but I feel like this is specifically for a male. Don't kid yourself about this person if you happen to be a masculine energy. I think this person has played mind games, and you're going to have to ask yourself seriously. You know it's there. I want to point this out. Like, I want to come at you kind of directly and say, you know what's going on. You're not delusional, and you're not making things up. There are definitely things that are being hidden, and I think you need to take back control of the situation and realize that if you want any justice in this situation, you're going to have to be honest with yourself. Now, for my other energies, again, male or female, this could be needing to get into your masculine energy and stand up for yourself. Otherwise, that new beginning that you want, whether it be with or without this person, is going to be hard for you to push forward in. And Spirit wants you to focus on those things that still excite you, make you want to move forward. And if this person's creating some kind of instability, you need to find it on your own. The King is very, not only grounded, but he's intelligent. He knows what he wants. He knows where he's going. He doesn't question himself. The questions may come with other people who enter your life, but in this case, you're not questioning who you are and the things that you want and your stability. And I have a feeling this person sometimes can rock that stability. All right, so let's clarify the Justice and the Emperor. I just really feel like you need to take control of the situation in order to get the justice that you want, especially when it comes to whatever kind of manipulative energy this is. I'm going to go over the signs really quick. If the person you're dealing with, if their energy or sign shows up, great. If not, doesn't mean it's not your message. I have a lot of Sagittarius, Pisces, Virgo, very much Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus energy. So you could be dealing with an earth sign for sure. And I also have Gemini. All right. I don't have a lot of water energy, strangely, but you could very well be dealing with somebody. I have one, so I'd say possibly water. Let's see. So the Four of Wands. All right. And the Eight of Wands. The Judgment. You have a decision to make that you haven't made. This is what I'm talking about, taking control back of your life, because wanting this kind of stability, the Justice comes along with this. So having that discussion that's going to balance things out, taking back control of your life and your situation, wanting to find balance within the home, and trying to decide, do we end up together or not? If you're not living with this person, these feel like discussions about that. And once you really get past all the secrets and whatever underlying BS there may be, then things start to move really quickly. But it's like you have to make a decision, and you cannot kid yourself if there are things that are hidden. You can't pretend that those things haven't happened or that they aren't there. So get that justice, because I do feel if you guys spend this time together and talk about what's going to create that balance in your life, you're going to truly find happiness within the relationship. But you can't kid yourself. I can't say that enough times. All right, so guys, remember I said in the beginning I was going to get into your person's energy and then your energy. I'm going to clear the cards now. And we'll see what's going on with them. You see what the outcome is for this particular situation. Then I'll get the romance angels as well. All right, these cards we're just going to leave be. Let's see, this is for Aries person. Tell me about their energy. I'm not going to lie, I do feel that whoever you're dealing with has, at times, has difficulty being honest with themselves. So the Fool coming out with the Page of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Five of Swords in reverse is great energy. So I'm definitely going to say that this person still has a tremendous amount of desire to move forward in the relationship. For you, I feel like, yep, there are some things that have hurt you. They could have put you in a third-party situation. It could have been that energy was there. With the Three of Swords so sharply in this particular spot, I feel like you've been really hurt. If it wasn't third-party, it's just not wanting to repeat the same old cycles of painful relationships. That's why I said you need clarity with that Seven of Cups in reverse. You don't want to go into this wondering if you're going to make the right decision. You need to know. Trust your feelings. Trust your guts. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so this outcome, this situation for you with your person is really, really beautiful, I have to say. So if there was something in the main reading that didn't feel like it quite fit and you stuck around for this, whoever this is, I feel like the two of you are going to move forward and you're going to be really happy. This is about finding that balance. And I do believe that the two of you are capable once you work through whatever it is that needs to be pushed through. If there were some secrets, if there was some, stuff that needs to be handled, handle it. Because in this case, it feels that the both of you are finding that balance within the relationship. And then we have the Fool, the Page of Cups for them. This is somebody who definitely wants to move forward. They want to take a leap of faith. I keep wanting to say that this person has kind of a flighty type of energy. I'm not trying to be rude or insult your person, but it feels like that. It's like that light energy. So, for example, air signs. They're not flighty. They're not stupid. I don't mean that. I just mean that they have a tendency to be the type that take risks, and they're more open, and they like to flow with life. They're not ones that want to be like earth signs, grounded and at home and really solid. Not that they're not financially solid, just that they're more airy. They like to get out and experience life. So that's what this person feels like. They feel like they want to, offer this and say, yes, it's maybe a small offer. It's a new beginning. I'm really excited about it. They're willing to defend this relationship. They want to explain themselves to you. They're willing and open. They're not necessarily completely vulnerable, but they're willing to lay down the swords and stop the fighting and explain themselves. So if you're willing to do that, I have a feeling that this person's very determined to get this off the ground. If you're not together. If you're together, I feel like you're going to work through whatever it is and find balance. Again, this is just being hurt. With the Moon in reverse, this is a perfect indication of what we've discussed before, because the Moon was in the upright then and now it's in the reverse. So whatever those secrets were, they were revealed, and they were very painful. So I don't know what you went through. If you want to tell me in the comments, I know it's very private, but this could have been something that was, not just painful, but heartbreaking. Well, if this came out, I feel like there was a part of you that didn't quite want to make a decision right away. Maybe you didn't want to really move quickly away from the person. You may have wanted to work through it. Some of you are like, hell no, I'm running away from this person. I don't want anything to do with them. So right now, I feel like you're kind of holding back. Maybe you don't want to take those steps forward, but there's a part of you that feels like this is truly your other half. With the Ten of Pentacles, it's about true partnership. It's not just about building something together. It's really, truly feeling balanced. with that 10 and then that 6. I feel like you're really dealing with an earth sign. One of you is, or the Pisces. So the 10 of Pentacles can be a lot of things. This could be that once you're together, there's such a dynamic that it creates this magic around you. You feel that way when you're with them. It's almost like you feel, I don't want to say complete, because it doesn't take another person for us to be complete. It just kind of creates a different type of outlook on life. It's fun and exciting and fulfilling and all these things. But the question, I think, is for you, can you look past whatever this pain was and move forward with them? Because I do believe they want to. All right. I'm going to switch back to my other deck, and we're going to get an outcome, and then we'll pull the Romance Angels for you. I'll also pull a card from the Lover's Oracle, and then we'll close the reading out with the wisdom of the Oracle cards. So what's the outcome for Aries? You got to make a decision. Do you want this? Can you deal with whatever happened in the past? So male or female with the Queen of Cups in reverse, that means being very protective of your energy, holding back emotionally, not being 100% sure. So I think this kind of lies on you. What do you want to do? You're going back and forth. Do I want this? Do I not want this? Do I want this? And then the Judgment is very much about, do I make a decision? Can I see us on the same page? Do we have the same philosophies about relationships in life? The Queen of Wands in reverse, this could be pulling back physically, not just emotionally holding back, but right now holding back passion. So you could have pulled back from being intimate with this person as well. And then with the Knight of Wands, there's a lot of different meanings that I hear for the Nine of Wands. In this case, to me, when it's upright, it's they're leaving baggage, they're leaving old thought processes and other things behind, and moving forward with a fresh new thought without having to drag all the other things into it to, scramble the mind. In this case, it feels like there's still some baggage. So if you haven't healed from this situation, whatever happened within this partnership, then that's going to be tough to get past. So you have to make a decision. If you're going to move forward in this, you're going to have to release this from you and forgive and forget. And not forget necessarily, but forgive in order to move forward is what I would say. And if you don't want to, I completely understand. That's just what the energy is saying. All right, so let's get the Romance Angels. What does Aries need to know? We've got attraction, wedding, ooh, okay. Let go of control issues, children, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. I didn't pick up on that within the reading, but that doesn't mean that's not the case. If there is some imbalances, your energy was the King of Pentacles. So I'd say that you have a way of recovering from whatever instability there is in that sense. Could be the other person that's having those issues. Attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Wedding, the situation involves marriage. So this could be that you had wanted to marry this person and you couldn't imagine not. So that's a choice. It could be that you've already been married and you're in this now and you're questioning whether you want to stay. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. I don't sense that there's anything about you that is really controlling. Do I think you want to make a decision? Absolutely. Can you force it? That part I don't know. I think it's taking a step back and really reevaluating from your perspective and deciding from there. If there is any part of you that has issues with controlling situations, releasing the need to, trust me, we all do. It isn't you. This card comes out a lot. It's just about letting go. My favorite saying with this is let go, let God. And then we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. And again, you could have children within the marriage if you're married, or within the relationship, and it makes it difficult because you don't want to walk away and hurt the children. All right, let's see what the Lover's Oracle has to say for you. Lover's Oracle. This is for Aries. Yeah, they wanted this one. I love this card. I'd love to have a painting of that on a wall. Isn't that beautiful? The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. I think that's extremely fitting. So can you put the past behind you and move forward? Okay. Let's get the Oracle, Wisdom and Oracle cards for you to close this out. This is for Aries. We've got Building Blocks, Thinker, Unfinished Symphony, Treasure Island, and then we have To Be Fair. I believe that's true in this scenario. There is a need to be fair, talk things through. It reduces to 11. To me, that's about soulmates, taking the time to understand each other fully. Do you stay? Do you go? It's bringing in a sense of wanting to be fair as well. So I feel like there's a part of you that just really wants it to be fair, at least from your perspective. Building blocks, this is what it's going to take. If you're going to work this out, you're going to have to build it. The 10 is like ending, so leaving things behind and starting over, starting fresh and building from the bottom up. And then Thinker, that's a 44. This reduces, by the way, to a 10, which I had said, I think I already said. Anyway, let's move on. The Thinker is 44. So this is very much about stability, but being in your head and processing everything that you need to make these decisions about, taking your time if you need to, but maybe not too long if you really want to get this over with, because 2 10s means it's completing some kind of a cycle. If you need to shut this out to move on in order to keep your sanity, then that makes sense. If you really want to work this out, then do so that you don't have to keep on this constant cycle of wondering what's going to happen. And then Treasure Island, that's a 9. So to me, in this case, this isn't about necessarily closing out that cycle. This is finding the good within. And if you're willing to open up to the idea that it can be great again, then this is a really positive card about finding those little treasures within the relationship that actually work and make you feel good. Okay, Aries, that was the message for you. I hope that helped. If I didn't say it before, I do personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box below. If you did like the message, please do like, share, subscribe. The thumbs up really helps the channel, and I appreciate all of your support. Thank you, thank you. I hope you guys have a great 10 days, and I'll see you in the next reading. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.